Alright, welcome to part 2, and I'm going to continue where I left off basically. And let's get rid of that true, it's not needed. So, run the code. 0 module divided by 0. So, x needs to start at 1. So if b is minus 1, because b is an array that starts at 0. Okay. Off by 2 every time. So let's just add 2, and we'll pass the initial stage. Now let's submit it and see how many we pass. Oh, we pass 4 out of 8. Oh, no, 9. Okay. So let's actually see why our code's not working. Okay. So first, I'll move final list outside. Because the first part is just to find factors. So we have between count, this is our final answer. Oh, we're not using final list. Okay, we're using... Okay, actually, I think all of this needs to go inside. Right, because for x in range, this finds everything. Yeah, and then... Yeah, first it checks, and then it adds it. And then this for loop runs, and then if prove 2 plus equals 1. But I feel like this whole loop needs to be allowed to run first. So for x in range, it checks every 1. And then, okay, let's try it. Oh no, I forgot to put the output. Oops. Okay. Okay, so every number is returning as true. So we need to see why this is the case. So if a proof 2 is true, Okay, so for x in range, this is how you do. Okay, so I think I was wrong to put that inside. And the logic, unexpected indentation. And the logic for that is, so we have this, right? This x in range makes, all of this makes a list of factors. So factors equals, actually, let's put factors outside. Oh, this is resetting factors on every iteration. Okay, that's a really dumb mistake. Runtime error. List index out of range. Line 6. So it says list index out of range. A of x. Oh, because... Okay, because factors is going to be the bigger list, but Okay, so maybe we should do it. Okay, yeah, because for each factor, we want to check. Okay, so maybe we need a for loop inside of a for loop. So for x and rangeLength factors, it's going to check each variable. So maybe that works. Oh, oops, it should be len a of x. Len a. Yeah, a should be a array. Okay, now we actually have an output. Huh, we passed 3. Okay, that's interesting. Because the answer might be 0 for all of them. Actually, let's run our code and see. Is the answer 0 for all of them? Yeah, the answer is 0 for all of them. Okay. Maybe we can, let's try printing the factor list. So print, then we can verify to see if factors is going correct. Huh, why is it just printing 2 over and over again? For x in range, pen x. Okay, so I'm gonna switch this print factors to here. And let's comment out all of this. Let's just try to get the factors part right. Unexpected indent. I don't know why you can't indent a comment, but okay. So look at our debug output. So it's doing 1 here, which that makes no sense. Why would it print 1 10,000 times? So, oh, wait, no, approved. It's true. For x in range 1. So first it sets approved to true. Then it checks oh, this is just a modulus. So this needs to evaluate to 0 to show that there's no remainder. Right, because it needs to be a factor, so debug output is still everything. So approved equals true for x in range 1, length of list B, which is an array. If b x minus 1 oh, okay, it's repeating this. Okay, I think we need to do a variable. So I equals 1. So I equals 1 divided by I proved, and then I plus equals 1. Cool, so now we have a reasonable amount of numbers. Oh, factors.print. Okay, great. We're getting somewhere. So okay, but this is not right because it says 3. Oh no, it says 24 and 48. Oh, okay, this is actually correct. And in 96. Oh, okay, this is correct actually. Wow, okay, so factors is correct. We know that for sure now. So let's uncomment this and then let's try it. So okay, so we need to set this equal to 0 or not equal to 0. So yeah, because this modulus only evaluates to true, so it's going to say false every time and never add anything. That still didn't work. So between count equals 0, final list, which we didn't even need. Okay, so proof 2 is true. Yeah, if it's not 0. Yeah, because it needs to cycle through everything. Oh, it needs to set it equal to true every time in the loop. So that needs to be inside the loop because it needs to reset it to true before it runs each time. Otherwise, the first time it sets it at false, it's going to always stay at false. Okay, so still no luck there. Okay, so for x in range 0, len of factors, it's going to, so for every item in the list of factors, it's going to check item. So factors x divide, yeah, because a needs to be a factor. A starts at 0 and factor starts at 0. Oh, we need two different variables. It's confusing it. Okay. So for y in range, if factors y. Okay, I think that should help solve it. No, still not yet. Print. I'm going to have it print. So factors y, and then ay, and then print approved 2. So that should be part of the output now. So 1, 2, false. So notice here how it's just reiterating over the same two things. So that's really weird. So for x in range, let's try. I added the if approve add between count inside the first for loop. Proof 2 equals true. So factors y, it's going to start at 0. So factors y 0. Maybe we just have to do what we did last time. So equals 0. So if factors var, I don't know, it should work inside the loop, but it's just not for some reason. Okay, it's still not working. Okay, so we know that our factors is correct. So for x in range 0, however long factors is. Approve 2 equals true. Oh, I think, okay, I think what the issue is approve 2 needs to be outside of this for loop as well. So let's play around, and then let's take this out of the for loop. So for x in range, it sets it to true, then, okay, so it sets it to true, then it loops through this. Nope, still 0. For y in range, len of a, yeah, this should just be y. Okay, I'm going to need to ask. Then check it on another list to see if it is factor. Okay, so it's saying that approve 2 variable in loops. I'm using ChatGPT to help me with the loop. So incorrect index. You're looping through factors using index. Oh, factors should be x. Okay. Let's try it. Let's try it now. Okay, I think that got it. Yes. Or it helped a little bit, whatever. Yes. Okay. It is still not working. Trying to loop through each item in A to see if their list is a factor. Awesome. Okay, so proof 2 between count, print factors. Okay, so factors x. So factors x is the first line. Something's wrong with the logic here. I'm trying to figure it out. So go through each item in the factors list. Sets this variable to true. Pretty sure this is the correct placement. It should not go in the loop because it needs to reset for every factor. It sets it to true. Checks to see if it's false and then it'll break. This print isn't actually needed. I just did that so I can double check my own work. So factors x and then y. Huh. Oh, okay. I think it needs to be inside. Yeah. Okay, I know I keep changing it. I'm just trying to figure out the logic of the placement. And I think that if a proof 2 needs to be inside, because it needs to have the opportunity to add. Otherwise, it's just going to add at the very end, and that's not going to give us the right answer. Boom, now we passed all our sample cases, but why are we failing our main cases? I'm not paying, even though I have like over 1,000 these hackos. Oh, I can't even see the ones I got correct. Okay. So what's wrong? So for y in range a, yeah, because it starts at 0. Factors divided by a. Because on the left it says 2 and 4. Yeah, so it needs to divide evenly. And then it's checking for each one. So I don't know what to say. I'm just going to take it as a loss.